G'day and welcome to Game 2. Upper bracket semi-finals Eastern European TI11 qualifiers between Mind Games and Outsiders. Outsiders were able to take Game 1 in a fairly close match until about 25 minutes, and Outsiders just made some pretty clear movements on the map, got a net worth advantage and steamrolled from there. So moving into Game 2, Undying and Batrider banned once again, Clockwork and Enchantress. Chen being left in the pool this time, and it will be picked up. So Mind Games going back to the old meta. So hang on a second, maybe this Chen hero is still broken. Let's try it out. We're on our last legs. Not quite last legs, we're on the upper bracket. We're in our last legs in the upper bracket. Let's see if Chen can pull out the win for us. Outsiders will respond with a Marcy Primal Beast. The Primal Beast, with the Clockwork being banned out, being able to get in there, do a lot. There is a bug, I think, with the Primal Beast with the ultimate. When you grab them and chuck them on the ground, you can't actually see the heroes. So I don't know if that's affecting targeting currently. So it's a minor thing, but it may actually come up. Lena grabbed by Mind Games. So this time, Mind Games will take the Lena instead of Outsiders. And they'll say, hang on, GPK made this hero look a little broken. Let's see if we can make it look a little broken as well. Second round of bans.
10 seconds remain.
Kunkka, Ursa, and Beastmaster. Beastmaster actually being taken out by Outsiders. I guess they have already picked up the Primal Beast, most likely to be their 3. And their Marcy being their 4. So stopping the side of Mind Games from grabbing that Beastmaster themselves, knowing how strong it is. It was left in the pool by Mind Games, and Outsiders chose to leave it. Outsiders are not going to quite fit in with the draft plan they have in Game 2. So the meta around the Chen was get the mech, get the Hand of God about the same time, and just go push a tower. Just go push a tower, heal through all incoming damage, and you're right as rain, you heal through the damage, you turn around the fight, and you win. However, the meta has shifted to be a little bit more damage orientated, more burst orientated. Chen is really good when there's not an overwhelming amount of damage. When there's an overwhelming amount of damage, it is really hard to heal through that damage. Instead, you look for a hard save. Something like a Dazzle, you know, or an Oracle, Shadow Demon, a hard save, as opposed to just healing. So we'll have to see how Chen shapes up in this draft. Bloodseeker, the Ferrari, no ice skating this game, been taken out by Outsiders. Timber as well. But typically when you ban Timbersaw, you are looking to pick yourself some strength heroes that are a bit baller, aren't particularly mobile. You don't want a Timbersaw just to be zipping and zapping and chasing them down and using that attribute steal, attribute loss on them from the whirling death. So I'll have to see if they pick some strong tanky boys in this second round of picks after banning that Timbersaw. And in fact, the opposite of strong tanky boys, unless of course it's my Crystal Maiden. You know, get over that 2.5k HP, just be unkillable. Crystal Maiden. Now, Mind Games instantly win. They instantly win. There's no way they can lose. One, because they picked Crystal Maiden, but two, they've got the sister synergy. The sister synergy is up. Lena and Crystal Maiden, if you don't know, in the lore, Lena and Crystal Maiden are in fact sisters. One a little hot and one icy cold. Now, Crystal Maiden tends to indicate that you want to have quite a strong, sort of just 5 to 15 minutes. Crystal Maiden really is quite strong around the map. You're stuck in those higher levels of either Frostbite or Nova. And before BKBs come online, Crystal Maiden is pretty much king in terms of her abilities. The Dazzle comes out. Outsiders moving with the meta with this Dazzle pick, looking to find a hard save. Deciding that if Lena gets an LSA off someone, they need a Dazzle sitting behind just to save them. And oh, I haven't liked many Phantom Assassin picks. However, this one I'm all for. I'll tell you the reasons why. First thing, there's a Marcy and a Primal Beast to make havoc in the front of the fight, which means it's going to be very hard for PA to be focused. If, for some reason, PA does get jumped, there's a Dazzle sitting behind with a Grave, and generally, late game, you get a PA, you get a Satanic, you can jump with that Grave, pop the Satanic BKB, and immediately heal back up. Pretty much to full. Off one crit, basically. So, the PA pick in this game is looking quite nice. Now, I am still a little bit concerned if they go for this sort of farming PA build, Battle Fury. It will depend on what mind games are bringing to the table. Whether mind games are bringing a fast tempo draft, which it looks like currently with Chen, Lina, Crystal Maiden. Whether they're looking to go quite late into this game. We'll decide how Phantom Assassin wants to build this. It's risky to go without a farming item on PA. It's a risky move to do that. It's risky to go Deso BKB. Because you don't have a fallback plan if those early fights don't go your way. Brewmaster comes out. So there's your strong, tanky hero. That are predicted with the Timbersaw being banned out. Although they did need some sort of front line. And if you're looking for a front line, Brewmaster is the king of chaos. Gonna hit that ult, Primal Split. Toss someone up in the air, stun someone else, send the Fire Bruling to deal a little bit of damage. Maybe chuck them towards this Dazzle. Actually, chuck the Dazzle in the air. That's the play. This is a really important moment in these matches. If Dazzle can hide from the Cyclone Brewmaster, then they probably are fine in the fights. But if Dazzle gets spotted by Brew and gets chucked up in the air, there's just going to be no saves coming out at all. As Primal Beast is somewhat of a dinosaur himself. That's why I was saying last game with Dino Zaverick on the team, there was a little bit of synergy between the names of Dino Zaverick and having Primal Beast. But now the Dino's on the opposite team to Mind Games. Dazzle just buys Shadow Amulet. Yes, it's not infinite cast time anymore, or not infinite duration anymore, which I'm a little bit sad about. One, I think it's an excellent change because, you know, people can't just Shadow Amulet AFK. Great. But two, there are often times when I was Shadow Amuleted legitimately for longer than 15 seconds or whatever it is now, you know. You'd like to have that infinite invisibility on the spot. So final bans, Slark and Faceless Void. Mind Games are looking for that final hero to pick up, and Void is an excellent last ban. On the side of Mind Games, they ban out the Viper. Ooh, Viper's an interesting ban. And Death Prophet. You always tend to ban Viper when you have something in mind that you don't want to be disabled by. And Bristleback is still in the pool. A lot of carries have been taken out. Death Prophet's good against Bristleback as well. Do outsiders deny pick? No, they can't deny pick the Bristleback. Phantom Assassin's already been taken. They're looking for a mid hero, unless it's a mid Bristle. They could technically grab it. Bristle would fit into Mind Games drafts perfectly. Want someone you can heal up and not get bursted down. You want someone who can make the best use of Brewmaster, getting the good damage or good disruption in the fight. You want someone who can sort of body block the Lina and the Crystal Maiden so they don't get taken out. Mid Bristleback. I'm sort of feeling it. I'm sort of feeling the mid Bristleback here.
10 seconds. 5 seconds remain.
41 seconds of reserve time. Let's theorycraft a couple of other options. So Juggernaut has a bit of healing attached to him as well, so might not be a terrible combo if you're looking to go in a bit more of a sustained lineup. And who can really go man to man with this Phantom Assassin, I'm concerned by. So I think the Bristle could do that job. They need a front liner. They're still lacking front line. I mean, Bristle's safe lane is perfectly good. Put the Lina in the middle. It's Pudge. Okay, so they needed that front liner. And I mean, Pudge, Bristle, sort of one and the same. That safe lane Pudge. Here we go. Here we go. So all the other lanes are as expected. Encrad will take the mid. BP 3-piece Brewmaster off lane. Dino Zavrik will have the Pudge in the safe lane. The side of Outsiders, DM will have the Dragon Knight off lane. Ramses will have the safe lane PA. And it's a mid GPK Primal Monstrosity. Mid Primal Beast. So here we go. I mean, glance value of this one, Bignum. I'm not approving of this set. The glance value is a little bit deceptive. Is this Disruptor? Is it something out of Warhammer? I don't know. So predictions for this draft. I think Mind Games needed a tanky strength core as their final pick. They did go for that. I think Bristle might have been potentially the right one, but they did end up going for Pudge. Just have a quick. Okay, so no smokes this time from either team moving out.
Thank God.
But no smokes this time, but a little more voice lines. Notice when teams are smoking, they don't use the voice lines. Oh, just to prove me wrong. Here we go. Outsize, but notice they stopped using the voice lines.
Strength is victory.
Okay, DM. Okay, DM. They didn't stop using the voice lines when they smoked. Maybe they're just trying to cover it up. Maybe it's a thing. You can detect when teams are smoking, when the voice lines aren't coming out. They're looking for a first blood here. They have a fair bit of stun potential. Drop down the ward. Oh, it's on top. There's no detection there. They're going to be underneath the tower. They have to jump for it if they go. Hook! Dino Zavrik almost grabs EPK underneath the tower. Oh, they're still facing off. They both know each other are there. Wards are down. Hook in 6 seconds. Careful. We'll get the hit. Will there be a counter sentry come out? Who's got the sentries? Hook, come in. DM will be caught. There's a lot of bursts coming out. 2-man rebound. Out comes a DK stun as well onto the Dino Zavrik. Do they have the damage? Yes, they will. So for one trade at the moment. But the first blood will go over to Mind Games. Mind Games on BP 3-pieces off lane Brew Master. Oh, good to see. Good to see a good old level one fight. So mid lane, Ankrad will be playing up against GPK on this Primal Beast, which I think will probably level. Yeah, Uproar level 1 just to get those stacks coming. In the safe lane, it will be Slayer. Actually doing it from lane swapping. So BP 3-piece will go bottom lane with Slayer and Ramses and Zakota here at the moment. But they're swapping more lanes as well. There's actually 3 heroes bottom for Outsiders 2. They're trying to block him from getting through. Yep, finds him. Pulls out the poison touch. Will get the clicks. And Zakota's happy to take these trades. In fact, they're sort of just coming in here. They want to get this damage. Sun, rebound will come out. The clicks. The slow is tacking up. 176. 170. They're going to get him. 164. 198. The attacks. The movement speed slow. The poison. It's not enough. They didn't commit. Underneath the tower, he will salve up with the 7-stick charges. He'll be just fine. And in the top lane currently, we do have the Dino Zavrik, Pos1, Pudge in the off lane against DM's 3 Dragon Knight. The level 1 stun. Just to try and secure those last hits. He will miss both of them. He'll miss both of them, unfortunately. But they weren't denied either. So in terms of this mid lane, I'm actually interested to see how this runs. Because with the Uproar, Lena doesn't really want to click the Undying. Oh, no, the Undying. Click the Primal Beast to get those stacks and really start to hurt. Bottom lane, Slayer is being body blocked. Out comes the slow. And Zakota's right click. Slayer, wand. Get off one frostbite. And Ramses will blink in for that kill. Top lane, DM's being chased down. Hook does connect. The rod is on top. But the Dragon Tail will slow the Pudge down enough for him to walk away. I wonder when they're going to bring some support bottom. Unless they are just legitimately tri-laning this bottom. And Yamich is going to stay here. It's possible that they do. Slayer's come back bottom again. Bignum is still hanging out top with the Pudge. I just wonder if they want to bring this Chen bottom and try and get a little bit additional value out of this Divine Favor. Slayer's in trouble again. Will be disposed back with the slow from the dagger and the right clicks from the Dazzle. It's a lot of damage. I think they have to make some sort of movement here. Are they going to try and keep contesting this lane with 2 heroes? Or are they going to bring Chen down here? I think if you're not going to contest too much, maybe just send Slayer top and run your own trial lane. Try and get some kills onto DM. With the CM here, you could possibly do it. You really just need someone to hold him while the DK stun expires. They're chasing him down in the trees, but DM will walk away. He's got 2 levels in Dragon Blood now, so he's going to be pretty hard to remove from the lane. Mid lane, 16 last hits to Ankrad on the Lina and 16 onto GPK, so quite even. 2 levels in the trample, not maxing out the upper, just the 1 for value, just to punish too many right clicks onto the Primal Beast in this mid lane in the early stages. Since Lina does like to click you away. This creep, they're actually going to chase down this creep as well. Chen sent a creep bottom to try and assist, but that resummon just came out in time actually. So it doesn't get the last hit gold for that little ice creep. GPK forcing in the lane. This is what he normally does on the Lina. Now he's doing it on the Primal Beast. DP3 piece after having that first blood is doing not too badly in lane, but I mean he's actually 6 last hits. Both offlaners are suffering terribly. Like when you look at that, the DK and BP3 piece are both having a rough time. Maybe get an opportunity to do a little bit of farming now. Oh, yoink, last hit there. The tip comes out immediately. DM's being dove underneath the tower. Is there going to be any support coming from him? The Cyclone's chasing. Oh no, dodging the hook. We'll just walk around. He's trying to live. He's just body blocked in. I don't think there's any TP support coming. He will eat through. There's a hook in 7. Quelling Blade becoming quite useful. Denying the flag bearer creep as well. DM in this top lane is just making so much space and enabling his off lane for this PA Ramses to just get the early game that he wants. Yamich is heading middle with the rebound and dispose. They're going in bottom. Zakota is in trouble, but the damage has already been done on a BP3 piece. This poison ticks. He needs another hit. It will connect. The poison will reapply. Zakota will trade his life for the kill, but Ramses is grateful. Top of the net, or top of the last hits and denies 33 and 11 at this point. Slayer's just wandered into the wrong neighborhood. This level 3 CM is feeling very sad at the moment. And Ramses gets another kill. Oh my. Might even head over to the net worth very soon just to see the effect of those early kills for Ramses. He's 3-0-2 currently, Ramses. Already has the Ring of Health building into the treads even. In the river. Here comes GPK with the trample onto Bignum, and the Holy Knight will go down in the river. Yamich is here with the dispose back, and it's a level 6 GPK Slayer. He's trying to get away, but this is actually a bad place to be in as well. They ignore him, going for Ankrad. They want to get the kill on this mid laner. Stun will come through, plus a follow-up trample. The mass tips coming out on Ankrad. Oh, they're absolutely giving it to him at the moment. Meanwhile, Slayer just used that opportunity to run north and avoid being killed, saying, oh, you don't want to kill me? I will take that. I get some levels off this large creep here with the frostbite. And outsiders are rolling all over him. Start with, he's not level 6 yet on BP3 piece. There's no primal split. GPK come rumbling through. And that's really what it feels like. The primal beast rolls up and really gives you the shock of your life as he walks all over you. No level 6 yet on Dino Zaverick. Slayers here. They eventually make a 3-man rotation over on to DM. I think potentially they should have done this a lot earlier. They have a hook. It needs to connect. It's going to have to be a little bit YOLO. They do swing it with the slow and it still misses. DM has just played this top lane expertly. You know, he's only died once, but he's got himself 1 assist as well. And the mid lane will go down while they're trying to get a kill on DM top. They make this 3-man rotation. DM lives and they lose their mid tower 7 minutes in. Oh, dearie dear. Net worth, we can see GPK and Ramses at the top of the chart, more than 1k ahead of Dino Zaverick on this pudge. Something about a core pudge is you want to get off to a really nice start. Oh, and he'll go down again. Actually just caught underneath a ward. Ramses and Yamich in the area is enough. And it's... They're going to have to try and stem the bleeding at a point here. Maybe with the level 6 from BB3 piece. Mind Games can turn a fight around. He's so close to it. He just needs to get 1 more creep. That's the level 6. They have 6 on Dino Zaverick here as well. They have to try and make something happen. Bignum, he's up on the high ground. Does scout out DM. Will use the Penitence and the stun from the Golem. There is a secondary Golem potentially. No, that's not controlled. BP3 piece is coming through, but no, they don't have enough damage. Even with the split there, there's no way DK goes down with 3 levels in the Dragon Blood. He's just occupying this top area. There's 4 heroes of Mind Games top, and DM is eventually forced to try and wander his way away with 4 heroes here. 2 Mud Golems now. So double stun. The Hurl Bowl is available. And there will be a pause come out. Bit of lag for outsiders. Use this moment to check on Ramses. He's with this awesome start. He is going to go into the Battle Fury, which I think is the absolute correct call with this insane start he's got. He's just going to translate that early gold into a very fast Battle Fury and will continue to scale. So even if his team doesn't roll over side of Mind Games extremely early with the Marcy, the DK, and the Primal Beast, there is a backup plan with the Battle Fury PA. Make sure you get this flag bearer creep, eh? Make sure you get it. It's double gold. Oh, the glyph comes out. Top lane will go down, but it'll be somewhat of a tower trade because bottom is being taken by Ramses at the same moment. Ankrad got a Laguna and a Falcon Blade. A DD on GPK says, come here. Come here. I want a piece of you. Didn't quite get a hold of Ankrad. He does manage to scoot away. Yamich is in the area. Have vision up. So take some ancient creeps potentially. BP3 pieces. And get the arcane rune. Who grabs it? Now, he did get it on Brewmaster. There will be an ult available if he needs it. Just try and bait out some damage. And there it is. The primal split over on to GPK. But it's a DD GPK right now. Stun follows up. Boulders coming in from Chen with the Laguna. And GPK will go down. Zakota is going to get caught as well here. Or Yamich, one of the two. They've caught Yamich. Zakota is in the backlines. They still want to try and zone him out so the Grave is not available. There's no level in Grave. And the Eat will come through. And there it is. Mind Games have been able to stem the bleeding with this level 6 on BP3 piece, with the level 6 on Dino Zaverick. They're able to make a movement and potentially get some control of this map with this tier 1 tower in the mid lane. Zakota just holding a skill point at the moment as well. He's level 4, holding a skill point. The tower won't go down, even with the catapult wave coming in. GPK will TP in and defend it. Getting close to a BKB now, but it is something. If we have a look at the graph, it stems the bleeding. You can see this graph was getting out of control, but now it's just leveled. It's petered for a moment. Yeah, admittedly, if Mind Games don't manage to take a few more advantageous fights, then the same thing's going to keep happening. Like, CM just dying just then. Down on this bottom side. But it's a start. Bignum just trying to zone DM here. I don't think he has the damage. Body blocking. Here comes the Pudge. There's no hook. Just the Soaring and the Hood of Defiance. Scaring back DM. Trying to give a little bit of farming space for their POS 1 Pudge on this top side of the map. Yamich is looking for the Orb of Corrosion, so going for those phase boots first into Orb of Corrosion. Wants to be able to hit pretty hard with that Unleash, actually deal a bit of damage. Smoke is coming out from Mind Games. They have still Primal Split available. 140-second cooldown, so it's pretty long, but up and ready to go again. Stack's actually being taken over this side. But right now, Outsiders, they have no regard at all for a team fight. They just want to take these stacks. This is a lot of gold. Ramses does not yet have the Battle Fury. Is it coming out? I think it's coming. Here it is. The Battle Fury is coming. So he has potential to take these stacks. They need to do it quick. He's immediately in there with the maxed out Phantom Strike. He can start clearing through, and I don't think Mind Games are feeling the ability to contest it, and those stacks will go down. And look at the net worth of Ramses, 7.5k gold. GPK needs to get out of there quick. He charges away. Old Onslaught in the homeward direction.
Radiant should look to the top tower.
Casual little stack, getting a little bit more efficiency. Top lane Bignum is scouted out by Zakota and Ramses. We'll try and get the creep Arnie. DM, has he got a blink coming out? It feels like he should. There it is, blink and some clarity. So DM starting to be able to make some moves around the map, and it'll be a shard next. Straight from blink into shard. Wants to have that follow-up damage for that blink initiation. Yamich is posturing quite aggressively here, but he does have the support of GPK behind. Slayer is now level 6 with 3 levels in Crystal Nova. Prioritizing being able to clear out waves early as opposed to hero kills. Going for the Nova build. It's a little bit worse when you go to Scout High Ground Vision there with the Nova build, because it is an additional 40 or additional 30 mana. You know, for that level 3. Top lane. We're going in. Dino Zabrak is being trampled down. There is an ult available with 20 stick charges and a BKB. But that's just it. They're going to force the rotations. BB3-piece with the primal ult is coming through. Movement speed given to GPK. Will they find anyone with the toss-up? Oh, yeah, there it is. They don't really want GPK. He's got a BKB. He's not the target they want to go on. And with the split down, they have to back out of here. BP3-piece is going for the Aghanim Scepter. So it's a reworked Aghanim Scepter. You get the Primal Companion. Creates a Brewling based on Brewmaster's current Drunken Brawler stance. If you can't tell, it's a lot of text. Basically, you get a Primal Companion. It's slowed, silenced if it's too far away from you. Stun coming out from DM with the blink, and Slayer will get run over. Oh, it gives new meaning to being hit by a truck. Being run over by a truck, because that's exactly what happened to that poor little CM just then. DM, he's got blink available again. Are they going in? Blink, stun. Yamich is following up with the rebound and the unleash. BP3-piece. Out comes the Hand of God, and won't be enough. Hand of God's not enough to save him. Oh, yo, hook. Yamich, he will get chased down with the damage. Pudge will get a flesh heap stack. But it was all for the POS 3, so that's quite worth it. Ramses the whole time, though, is working towards a BKB with that Battle Fury. Already got the Mithril Hammer gold and close to the BKB recipe. Another 1,200 gold away. He'll farm that up quite quickly with that Battle Fury and that maxed out jump. GPK is just the rune king. He just seems to get them all the time. Charging down here for a reason. Dino Zabrak, does he see GPK? He's used the hook just for farming. And really, this is what this Pudge needs to do. This Pudge needs to get so big. He needs to get to Aghanim Scepter. He needs to get a BKB. He needs to be so huge, this Pudge, that he can just stand in the middle of the fights and not be hurt. Frostbite comes out onto GPK, but the stun onto Slayer. Run over by the truck once again. I mean, it's a terrible feeling, isn't it? My goodness. That's a lot of damage. 470 damage? Whew. Ankrad just trying to get the scraps of some farm in the mid lane. Hook. Fishes. Doesn't connect. BKB is available on this lane now. So they have some ability to stand their ground. Big 4-man smoke though. On the back line from Mind Games. CM not quite in the smoke. But will probably TP out. Yeah, TPing out here. TM still a little bit casual dewarding. The scan does connect. So Outsiders aware that there is a movement occurring. I mean, they saw the smoke underneath this vision. So they know which way they went. They saw that the scan hit bottom, and they really just know that top side is very safe at the moment. No real threat. And Zakota is just almost tanking the gank right now for Ramses, not wanting him to get caught. He has the BKB complete. Look at that. When I said it wouldn't be long until he had that BKB complete, I really didn't think it would be that quick. While this smoke has happened though, DM with a catapult wave has just moved top and is taking the tower. Free tower, no contest here. Opening up the triangle of Mind Games to Outsiders. And these Ancients now, they're fair game. They are easy contests if Outsiders want to get in there.
Radiant's top tower is in danger.
EP3 piece, about 2,000 gold from Ags. They get a couple of Ags online on Mind Games. They may be able to turn this around. Same thing for the Pudge, actually. Pudge is about 200 gold from Ags, so he's quite possibly going to get there in the next few moments. That Ags increasing the rot radius and damage and cause it to reduce enemy health regen. Very good against DK. Aincrad is just showing. Yamich is waiting for the rebound stun. BKB on the button. Both teams just sensing each other out. Both teams know exactly where the others are. They're just holding, not pulling the trigger right now. Dino Zaverick has the Ags. They're trying to make a movement. They're 7k net worth down, but with the full creep army, GPK actually tanks the gank a little bit. He doesn't know that he's tanking the gank though. Does get tossed back, stunned from the Central Conquerors, but the BKB does come out. The Laguna Blade isn't enough. Ramses is in with the BKB. Eat onto Yamich. Dino Zaverick trying to move away. Dazzle Shard actually turning him to pigs. Slayer's off to the side. Will get tossed up into the air on the DK. Dino Zaverick is still in the middle of the fight. Ramses has no BKB anymore. BP3 piece trying to control a little bit. Back in comes GPK with the onslaught and the trample. Taking out the Pudge. Chucking up and down the Brewmaster. Slayer will die on the side as well. And it's a 5-man wipe when the dust settles. And into Roshan they go. Fireball is now available. Just absolutely lighting up the pit of Roshan, saying, can you do fire, Roshan? You're in a pit of lava, but can you do a fireball? I don't think so. Oh, PA is working towards either a Deso or a Basher. Tempted to think go for the Basher, get to some control on this Pudge. Seemed to have enough damage in that fight. No, he's going for the Deso, so he wants to just crit them down very, very quickly, escalate with that Desolator damage, get a few kills, and try and scale that way. Of course, you can now get 20 bonus damage over to this side in the jungle. GPK is all alone, but he's taking on the whole team of Mind Games. In fact, Mind Games are the ones retreating from him, from this hasted GPK. 3 members of Mind Games. Oh, they were just high-fiving. BKB popped. He's going in. Uproar to slow him down. Slayer. Oh, this CM is not feeling it at the moment. Has he gone too far though? With the BKB being used, Heat will come out. Rot damage doing their work. Strave to save. He's just going to TP home. And he's dies in the fountain actually. To the last damage tick of the Rot in the fountain. Would you believe it? Notice, Rot is not damage over time. It's not damage over time, but just that last tick of damage didn't apply until it was in the fountain and the shallow grave wore off and the fountain regen had not yet kicked in. That's actually a pretty big kill. Another stack. Actually, no, he doesn't get the stack for it. He's got to feel a little bit sad about that. No stack for Dino Zaverick there for that kill. But he's happy to get it either way. BK, oh, BKB Hankrad. That BKB is not going to save you. Two-shot with the completed Desolator. Ramses, 15, almost 16k net worth. Oh, this PA is getting to become quite a problem. He is out of control on the map right now. When your mid pops BKB and dies in 2 hits. Ooh. It does not fare well for the Chen or the CM. Or even the Pudge. Whoop, doesn't quite find Yamich. Pinging out that there is vision somewhere in the area. That would be a free little D ward for them there. Plus 189 gold over to Yamich into his pockets. Zaverick heading for the BKB next. He needs some way to protect himself from the stun so they can deal the damage. Yes, he's very tanky. Yes, he'll probably be the last member of his team to go down. But if he's controlled, he won't be able to actually do anything for his team with all of the net worth that he has. And when I say all the net worth, I do mean less than the POS 3 of Outsiders. So 15k net worth lead. It is now really starting to drop down. Smoke coming top. Bignum, he's doing the dance. Oh, Ankrad will blink away just in time. They think he went north. They're trying to find him. LSA being held. Just hiding in the trees right now. GPK's right on top of him. Stun misses. GPK trample coming out. BKB. Bignum's in trouble. Ankrad will try and TP away with the protection of the BKB. And he will just do that. Even the creep army for Chen. GPK, the big dinosaur, the big primal beast. Doesn't want to see him live. Bottom side, Yamich and DM are immediately making a movement. And we'll try and catch Zaverick farming. Doesn't have the BKB yet. Primal Beast pulling out the paws. And Dazzle disconnects. Lag. Any translators? Any translators? I'm not. I was gonna say I'm not fluent in I believe Russian. I'm not fluent at all. I don't know any. Not that I'm not fluent. I'm completely inept.
The true heroes are the ones who wait all the way.
Yamich is just sort of staring him off. Hey, you want to try and hook me? You want to use your hook? Come on, go for it. Go for it. But he's just baiting it because all the while, GPK is coming down. The movement from Outsiders are here. They're going to find the Pudge with the grab. Pulverize him into the ground. Yamich is looking. He's got the Unleash popped. But he will be forced to cool down as the Cyclone throws Marcy up into the air. I'm going to go ahead and say this is ping. 500 ping. There you go. Everyone just learnt a little bit of... I don't know. Maybe it's not Russian. DDoS? What? Amused raw? He's just playing. Oh, yeah. I don't think there is a DDoS at this point in the game. But those are the sort of things you don't joke about. You don't joke about GPK. You joke about DDoS, and all of a sudden, the next game you are playing, it is a DDoS, and you're all of a sudden very regretful that you made that joke. Bottom tier 2 will go down. Ramses is almost having a satanic. Oh, okay. We're now Pause City. Satanic is close on Ramses, and now we get to that point where he might just almost get bursted, even with post Aegis. But it won't matter if a Grave comes out who just BKB Satanic, jump to any target and heal back to full. And in terms of damage for the side of Mind Games, there's no MKB on the Lena. She's trying to work to it next, but it's going to be a long way away. Obviously no MKB on the Pudge. And yeah, the other heroes on the side of Mind Games aren't really MKB carriers. I want to see, where's our friend the Primal Beast? Here he is. He's got his Primal Companion. He's got the Primal Companion. He's going to go farm. He's going to go push a lane with a Fire Bruling. Cool. 14. I mean, Chen's dying, but this is 1400 gold. The scan actually comes out. He catches him with the stun. Slayer will get caught. That's almost a GG moment right there, and they're killing him. all over the map. Marcy will actually go down back in the mid lane. Dazzle is thrown into the air. Are they looking for the catch? They are. Dino Zaverick actually misses with the hook. Stun comes out from DM. And Ramses is in with the BKB. Hex on to Dino Zaverick. Critted through. And Crad, you're next. Oh, the Primal Companion actually tossing into the air. Even though Primal Split is not currently activated. Immediate blink stun out. DM is too fast for the LSA. Just not timed fast enough. And Satanic is now up and active on PA with the 12 stacks on the Desolator. Roshan spawning in potentially 225, so still a long way away. That age is just expiring. Level 20 on PA, 60 Phantom Strike attack speed, so just going to attack, those 4 attacks are going to be super, super quick. Or rather I say the duration of those 2.5 seconds is going to be more attacks in those 2.5 seconds. Mine was flashing back to the days when it used to be 4 attacks. Gem on GPK now. Has the Specialist Array, best neutral item in the game, so we'll definitely be using that. I'm really interested in the effectiveness of this Aghanim Scepter. He's gone Phase Boots Aghanim Scepter. This is the offlane brew with 7k net worth. The Dazzle almost has more. I mean, I think if you get it early enough, the Fire Panda can help you farm. I think that's the idea. So you get Fire Panda early to help you farm, and then fight with the Wind Panda. You get a little bit extra control, and then push with the Stone Panda. So you get the... Yeah, so you switch to the Fire Panda so you can farm, you ignite the brew, Cinder Brew, and you can farm a bit more. This is reasonable. It is new from the last patch, so have to see how it comes out in the works. Certainly from what I've seen, speaking to Brewmaster players, the new brew is nothing on the old one, the old Ags with the 2 charges, and being able to go back to any of the primal spirits, you know, that was insanely broken, and they're very unhappy that that is now being changed. But thank you, Ice Frog, for making Brewmaster more balanced. The supports of the world, thank you. Wraith Pact, Bignum working towards it's actually reasonably close. Only about 500 gold away from having Wraith Pact. That might make a difference. All the while, though, Outsiders are just furthering their gold lead. They just continue to farm more and more ahead. Almost letting Mind Games sort of move out on the map a little bit at the moment. They've sort of moved back to their side of the river, aren't sweeping back and forth in front of their base, aren't corralling them in. And this might just give Mind Games an opportunity to farm a couple of items, get a little bit of gold. Dino Zaverick might be able to finish off his BKB. All these little bits make a difference. Yeah. 385 gold with the Philosopher's Stone won't take too long for the Chen. Slayer has a blink as well, so blink looking for Ghost Scepter. DD rune bottled on GPK. Oh dear, they die so quickly. Ramses just says goodbye to Slayer. How'd that blink go for you? You didn't get to blink away fast enough there. And he goes in again with an additional blink. Actually proc on the blast rig, and he gets the eat off, maybe. BKB pops with Satanic. Satanic was used, so he's not going to get the heal, but he's going up already. He's just going ham in the back line. GPK's in there as well. And DM, it's 3 dead, 3 buybacks. 5 dead, 3 buybacks, and it's getting into the GG territory at this point. Slayer is hiding out in the Rosh Pit, trying to be incredibly stealthy. The dog, don't let it give you away. Back in the mid lane. Lena's been caught. This is a dieback on Ankrad. Oh, I think there's a Rax. There's a lane of Rax falling here very quickly now.
In strength is victory.
Oh, they found Slayer too. Oh, GG, that's it. That's it. Mind Games tap out at 29 minutes in. GG over to Mind Games. 30k net worth lead, almost 1k per minute. That is what you call a rickroll.